My name is Teacher Evelyn, and I work for VIP Kid. So I see there are 3 people watching. I see that Danny has commented. Hi, everybody. It is 9:30 a.m. I decided that Tuesdays and Thursdays I have finalized my decision that I'm always going to start at 9:30. So I'm not going to say this 9:15, maybe 9:15, maybe 9:30. Teacher Kelly's here. Teacher Kelly, you know what I love about you? You always show up to Danny and my lives, and it's such a pleasure to see you. Okay. So I have 2 things I want to show you guys. Let me get this down. Have this taped to my window. I don't need it taped to my window. I'm gonna, Okay, so I decided to write down my I wrote down my referral code a while ago. Obviously, you guys both work for VIP Kids, so, but just to show in my videos real quick, easily, this is my website. This is my referral code. So this is my website for ordering books from me. So I'm going to write that it's Usborne. Usborne. I think Usborne has an E on it, right? You love my shirt. Okay, so I changed 3 things about my classroom and my appearance. I removed where it said VIP Kid right here, and I changed it to teacher. So now it just says Teacher Evelyn instead of saying VIP Kid, Teacher Evelyn. I bought this shirt. It came in the mail yesterday. And guys, it fits me really nice. I really like this shirt. It's so comfortable. I ordered it from Etsy, and I'm going to order some more now that I know. You know, sometimes you order a shirt and you don't really like it as much. I've done that a few times. But this one says Teacher Evelyn, and you can't really see, but can you see now? It's glittery. This is glittery. Ooh. So this is my new haircut and hair dye. So I have a little bit of red in there, a little bit of light blonde, a little bit of dark blonde, and I left underneath dark. I have a video I made a video while I was dyeing it to show you how I did it, in case you want to do your own hair. I got my hair, I got the layers trimmed, and I kept the length at the salon. Use a coupon. So the cool thing is, if you use a coupon, then the money that you save, you can use as a tip to the person who cuts your hair. So then it's like the total comes out the same, but you're able to bless someone else with a better tip than you could have before, you know? This is our fun little activity. So anyway, so you just saw my video of me doing my hair. I like it. Like, it may not look that different, but I feel like it looks a lot better than it did. It was kind of like chunky, and it was looking kind of funky. So I personally only cut my hair once every 6 months, and I only dye my hair once a year. So I'm going to have this and grow it out a bit. My husband would like my hair to be long and blonde. So I take that into account. That's why I kept the length, and I use some blonde highlights, but I also have my own style, and he usually likes what I come up with. I'm artistic minded, so I got a little bit of red. I was surprised how natural it ended up looking, because I used 3 different boxes. They were $3 each, and I put like red highlights, dark blonde, light blonde, and I kept underneath dark. And what is my natural hair color, you may ask? I was like really bright blonde when I was little, and my hair now is like a dark blonde, light brown. So this is actually not that far from my natural color, which is nice, because since I only dye it once a year, as it grows out, it won't look like black and blonde, you know, it won't look totally that different. Yeah, I see the red highlights. I like it. Thank you, Teacher Kelly. So I have a fun question for you guys. So right now, I've just got my 2 favorite people, Danny and Kelly. My question for y'all is, what are some of the most fun VIP Kid names that you have come across? I have taught, okay, the first one I ever taught that was unique, I was in shock. I didn't know this was a thing, and I was going to teach a student named Apple. And I was like, maybe 3 months with the company, 4 months with the company. I'm like, I can't wait to go to class and ask the student their name and see what they say because they signed up under the name Apple. There's no way that's their chosen English name. I go to class and I'm like, hey, what's your name? And they're like, hi, my name's Apple. I'm like, I'm actually going to call them that in class. But since then, I just got a call from the doctor's office. What's the question? The question is, what are some fun VIP Kid student names that you have heard or taught? One teacher showed her schedule that she had a Tony and a Tiger right together. So Tony the Tiger from Frosted Flakes. Danny said, today I had Aiden, my son's name. I asked Mom if she knew Aiden meant little fire. She said, yes. I have had Voldemort regular for a long time. Do you call him he who shall not be named? I've had an Apple. Yeah. So when I was brand new, I thought Apple was unique. Now, whenever I teach an Apple, I'm like, okay, hey, Apple. Recently, we have a third person watching. If you could say hello so we know who's here and we can say hi to you. The question we're answering is, what are some of the most fun and funny names that you have taught with VIP Kid? I have taught Tiger. And I've taught Lion. I had a lot of fun with Lion because, where'd he go? Where'd my lion puppet go? Oh, he's on the floor. What's he doing on the floor? Lion is probably my favorite puppet that I use in class. I have a few puppets, but Lion is the one with the most personality. He's a lot louder than me. And it catches the kids off guard because he'll just pop on the screen and go, and I'll go, ah! And the kids will start laughing. And it's a fun way to get the kids involved. And I'll be like, oh, it's a lion. Hi, Lion. And I'll make them say hi, Lion. Hi. And I'll sing the alphabet slowly. He'll sing it crazy and make the kids laugh. And then I'll sing it a little bit faster with the kids. So he's a lot of fun. So, whoa, Teacher Kelly just said, I've had a rabbit cow and I have a regular named Raccoon. I have a student who he tells me his name is 16. And I ask him how old he is and he's 7. But actually the name 7 in Chinese is like, it's like little 7. And it's actually a really cute name, and it's a common nickname or name in Chinese. So if your students have like numbers for names, it kind of makes sense. Also, fun fact that I learned on Facebook is in Chinese, they don't have like boy and girl names. So if you've ever had a student that was a boy that had a girl name or a girl that had a boy name, they may not get that concept. I have a girl named Kevin on her schedule, and when you go to class, she says her name is Karen. So I'm kind of glad I don't have to call the little girl Kevin. Elsa's a common name. I teach several Annas. And oh, my favorite, let me see if I can. I teach Nemo. And she's a girl. She spells it with an I. And I'm like, I say, hello, my name is Teacher Evelyn. What's your name? Your name's Nemo? Hi, Nemo. And she always laughs when I show the fish. The first few times I showed her the fish, she acted confused. So I'm not sure if she's actually seen the movie. But now that I've taught her for almost a year now, she's used to me always popping out the fish when I say her name. So I guess she figures it has something to do with her name, right? I've had money for a name. I asked him if he named himself after money, and he held up a dollar bill and said, yeah. The boys, I always say, today when you do a good job, you get money. And one kid the other day, he said, VIP Kid money. And I'm like, yeah, 100 dino dollars. So they get 600 dino dollars. And the boys, the older boys, I give them other options and they always choose the money. They like feeling rich. So I look forward to your props on Etsy. Do you want me to show you some of them? I'm going to show you guys some of my props. 1 second. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I've been working on a lot of props. And, okay. So this is one. Stop and go, stop and go. So a lot of times in class, we will either say stop, or we will say go, or ready, set, go, or stop. So this is really useful. What this is I printed it on cardstock. I laminated each page. Well, I printed it on cardstock, then cut it out, then laminated it. Okay, Yahisha Paul is here. Hi. Hello, welcome. If you are here and you haven't said anything yet, say hello. If you're a VIP Kid teacher, share a funny name that you've heard in class before. Okay, so this is the stop and go sign. And I actually use it a lot in class. Here are some others that I've made. This is really fun. Even with the older kids, you can use this when you can say, can you please read for me? And it can be a lot of fun to hold up an ear. One teacher, when I made this, a teacher shared on Facebook that this is her favorite prop and she uses it all of the time. But at the time, I didn't have a printer. She just printed it off and glued it to a popsicle stick. But for me, I used foam and a Sharpie marker, and I looked online to see what an ear looks like, cartoon, ear icon. And so I use it. And also when we're teaching eyes, nose, mouth, and ears, it's fun to have props for that. Another one that's fun for talking about punctuation or for just asking a question. Hold up a question mark. I use this a lot. And on mine that I made, I have a question mark on both sides. But why? When you can have an exclamation point on the other side. That was a little bit dirty. A lot of them aren't, though, I promise. Yeah. So, those are some. I made these. They're not quite finished. I am going to add some brown paper to make them look more like trees. But this is for teaching about winter, spring, summer, fall. There are seasons for and all, with sun in summer. Flowers in spring, happiness the seasons bring. My next thing I have that I'm making is a set of magnetic ice cream reward. And the great thing with this is not only do kids like ice cream, but you can practice their colors while you teach it. Blue. Pink. Yellow. Purple. Green. And another pink. Some of the sets will have orange instead of two pinks. And I have a couple of cherries that go on top. So there you go. That's one of the, it's a reward prop. Some people spend $16 and buy this. I didn't buy one until just recently. And they're nice, but they topple over and they're real heavy. And you can't really put them on display as nicely as you can with the magnetic one. So surprisingly, after eventually saving up and buying the expensive one, I still prefer that one, the magnetic one. Simple and cute. Here's another that I'm doing. It's for teaching about hatch or teaching about egg. This is not actually the finished product. What I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of yarn to the top of the head and I'm going to glue it in place so that when you open it, you will always see the face. And I'm thinking about gluing on googly eyes. I think I probably will. Another prop that I have is this one. Oh, I've got some thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Let me find one that has the words yes and no. I'm actually making the yes bigger than that one. But yes and no. So when you are asking a student yes or no, you know. The other one is they're going to look a little bit different than these, but it's real helpful with the younger kids to say, what is your name? Also, if there's not a great sound quality, these can be helpful. How are you? How old are you? Mine are going to look a little bit different, but you get the idea there. So those are some of them. I'm also making what's taking the most time is I've been sewing little heads to make props for Meg, Mike, and Mom and Dad. And I was thinking about maybe even crocheting little dinos, and I'm thinking about making sewn microphones. So I've got ideas in the works. But yeah, just I might make magnetic stars as well. Okay. So speaking of Go-Go Kid, I saw somebody mention it. I'm going to catch up on what you're writing. The reason why my shirt says Teacher Evelyn and I took away the VIP kid here and I took away the VIP kid here is because I'm thinking about teaching some classes with Go-Go Kid. So I need to schedule an interview. I'm applying under Danny's code. If you are interested in just checking out my website for Usborne, please write down this number, J848. This is my specific code number, myubam.com. That's, Usborne. I forgot what UBAM stands for. I already forgot. UBAM, but it's Usborne. Oh, yeah. Usborne. Oh, sorry. Usborne Books and More. Can you tell I'm new? So, yeah. Jot this down. You know, by clicking on this website, you're not obligating yourself to buying anything. But that way you can see the online store. You can search through. You know what I'm looking forward to buying for my girls next paycheck? I'm going to get them the whiteboard books. There are books that have activity pages that you write with an expo marker. I've got 3 likes. Thanks, guys. You write with an expo marker inside the workbook, and then you can just erase it with a cloth or with an eraser. And I'm so excited about that because I personally don't like giving markers or crayons or pencils to my kids because I have 3 small little ones and they like eating things and they like destroying the house. And I try to keep my patience and sanity as best I can by baby-proofing the house, just giving them things that they don't totally destroy the house with, and, you know, keeping things that are unsafe or unsanitary away from them because they can be like little tornadoes or a little herd of kittens or puppies, whatever you want to call it, because I have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1.5-year-old. So I don't want to constantly be telling my kids, no, don't do that. No, stop doing that. Don't touch that. You know, mama needs some sanity. You know, right now they're downstairs, the 3 of them, judge me or not. They're eating breakfast and watching cartoons. And I know that they can't reach anything that's going to hurt them. So I love the idea of the whiteboard marker books because they can write in the book, then erase it and write in it again. You know, it's really cool. And my daughter Esther, she's 4. She's learning how to write. She needs to practice more. I also have magnet doodles for my kids, but Esther wants like activity books. You know, I think that would be good for her. So yeah. You use question mark a lot. I like the ear. The ear would Be great for level 3. I can hear lesson. Yep, I use it for that. I like that. Good ones. Yes, I like those best. I don't want dino though. Oh yeah, that's fine. Because of Go-Go Kid, Danny. I need to make Amy and Alex for Go-Go Kid. I have Meg and Mike, of course, but dino with my tokens. Yeah. I use strawberry shortcake dolls. Yeah, I use them for both Meg and Mike and for Amy and Alex. Very good. They can change names whenever they change companies. LOL. Have you tried the markers that can only work on certain paper? I forgot what they're called. I think they're called magic markers, and I never thought of that. But we still have the issue of my kids putting stuff in their mouth. Yes, I teach lower level Go-Go Kid only. So I would use the what is your name for that level. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'm also thinking of, I have this I don't like, but we shall see. I've got things in the works. My brain I have a creative mind, and making and creating things, it is an outlet for me. When I'm with my kids all the time and I'm making things, it can help me be calmer and be more patient, because I'm using my energy towards something creative. I'm going to tell you guys a story. And it's earlier this week. I was driving in the car and my daughter, Deborah, was screaming at the top of her lungs because we had met Daddy somewhere, my husband, and he was going in his own car and going to meet us at the next place we were going to. And she thought we were abandoning Daddy and leaving him behind. And she was so mad. And no matter how much I tried to explain it to her, she's 3 years old. She was screaming at the top of her lungs and kicking my chair and crying and just freaking out. Nothing I could say could calm her down. And my heart rate and blood pressure was like elevated. And I was getting really, really, really like agitated because I was trying to drive. My GPS wasn't working on my phone. I didn't know which direction I was going in. My kid was screaming at the top of her lungs and she would not stop or listen to me or calm down. And so she has this tendency towards anxiety, and I hope it's something that I can help her to learn to control. Or learn to breathe through or work through. But she's only 3, so she's like not listening to me when she's tantruming and upset, or maybe it's something she'll grow out of. But my gut reaction is first to want to help her and second to want to like punish her or something or get mad at her. But I don't think that's the right reaction because she's only 3. And she, who doesn't get upset about things, So I've been trying to breathe and focus on ways that I can be a more patient mother and be more calm, because I started to lose my cool that day and it was not cool, I ended up telling my husband, like, you get to watch all 3 kids. We were going to Dollar Tree. Well, okay, first we took him to the Burger King play area and she was all calm and fine when we got there, but my heart was still like, oh my goodness, I just drove 30 minutes with a kid screaming at the top of her lungs the whole time and there was nothing I could do about it. That's like such a helpless, horrible feeling. And then she was like, oh, we're playing in the play area. I'm like, what can I do to change this behavior? Is it something she's going to grow out of or what? How many of you guys have dealt with that? See, she's my strong-willed one, which is very good. She's not a follower. She is a leader. She's going to use it for great things someday. But right now when she's 3, it can be very difficult when she gets focused on something that she's upset about or anxious about. Let me know if you guys have kids that deal with that at all. But that was very difficult for me, and it made me really think, like, what am I doing wrong, or what could I do differently to be more patient, or to just breathe and be calmer through those situations? Because I started to get mad at her because she would not stop screaming. And I don't feel like that's the right reaction. It's kind of like, am I raising a brat, or do I need to learn to be more patient with a child that's struggling with anxiety? You know what I mean? Like, is it my fault that my child's behaving this way? I don't think so, because I know her personality and I know her, you know. With my son, and I'm not trying to talk bad about my kids. My kids are total sweethearts, and I'm blessed with them, and they are an answer to my prayers. I am like so thankful that I can be a stay-at-home mom with them and everything. With my son, Joshua, he's 1.5, and he still breastfeeds, and he has no intention of stopping anytime soon, which is strange to me because I just breastfed until 11 months and 13 months with my girls, and he's like 19 months. So I'm guessing he'll wean at 2 years old. But he throws food on the floor. And that's normal developmentally for his age, but I don't like it, and I'm trying to teach him not to. He also climbs on everything, and he's constantly trying to play with the potties. Both my girls are potty trained. Esther's fully potty trained. Deborah's half potty trained. Most of the time she's potty trained. And so I'm constantly dumping the potties into the toilet so that he doesn't step in it with both feet or dump it out. And he's a sweet little boy, and he's hilarious, but like, he's like having a little puppy that gets into everything. And I can't fault him for it because he's a baby. He doesn't understand, but I can tell him no. I had to put a baby gate around a toddler table in front of a TV because I was afraid that he was going to hurt himself. We have a big screen TV, and he was climbing up on the table, and I was afraid that if I didn't put this baby gate around it, he was going to have the TV end up falling on him. So I had to put this baby gate up. So anyway, and my Esther, she's 4. She's a little mommy. She loves helping with her siblings, but she sometimes can be a little bit entitled, not bratty, entitled, in that how dare mommy give her the wrong sippy cup or the wrong plate, you know, or how dare, you know, it's just like, honey, I'm not trying to, like, I give her choices and let her choose what she's gonna wear. My husband's calling me right now. So anyway, with each of them, they're each a blessing and sweet, but I'm trying to learn ways that I can be a better mother to them. We have a membership to the Children's Museum, which is a lot of fun. I just got a double jogging stroller. I got it through Facebook Marketplace, so I got it about half price. And I had to buy a bicycle air pump because one of the tires, it leaks air. So after about like one day, the air will go down a little bit, but like you can air it up and then use it all day, you know? So it works for me. There's 7 people in here. So real quick, I just wanted to say, would you please check out this website, J848, that's my special code just for me, .myubam.com. That's how you can order books from me. Just by typing in this website, you're not obligated to buy anything, but you can look through and see if there's something you would like to buy. And maybe I'll make a few bucks. But they have really great books. And if you're interested in applying for VIP Kid, this is my referral code. So I'll just hold both those up. But yeah, I'm a mama. I am so, thank you, Jesus, so thankful that it's spring. Thank you, Jesus. So it's spring. So the weather is starting to get nice. So we're able to play on our front porch now. Yay. And soon we're going to be able to go to the zoo. I got a membership. I need to go pick up the tickets probably today. I bought them online, but I need to pick them up there. And yeah, I'm going to read some of what you guys are saying. So I was talking about, you guys were talking about, oh, they're non-toxic. The magic markers are non-toxic. That's awesome. I need to look them up. Yes, I teach lower level Go-Go Kid only. So I would use that for the name level. Yeah, they're non-toxic. Yes, my daughter is very strong-willed. See, I mean, it's a good thing, but it's difficult. What I've learned with my strong-willed 3-year-old, her name is Deborah, is instead of forcing her to do something, if I force her to do something, she will throw a full-out tantrum. She will get hysterical, and pretty soon she'll forget what she was hysterical about, and she'll be down that path of no return of no matter what I do or say, she's going to have a tantrum. So what I've learned to do is explain to her and tell her action reaction. So she's 3 years old. She can understand. And I say, Deborah, it's time to put on your jacket. No, I don't want to wear a jacket. So if I were to force the jacket on her, we would have a huge tantrum. She would end up throwing off the jacket, taking off her pants, throwing off her diaper, kicking on the floor, screaming, yelling, rolling around, crazy for like 30 minutes. And I would have to like ignore her until she stops. And then explain to her why we need a jacket. But instead, I say, hey, Deborah, time to put on a jacket. And she says, no. And I say, oh, we were going to go play outside. Do you want to play outside? Yeah. Okay. If you want to play outside, we need a jacket. Okay. And then she puts it on. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. I have a way of avoiding a tantrum and still getting her to put on her jacket. And that happens in every single situation. Deborah, you know, it's time to take a bath. No, I don't want to take a bath. Okay, well, if you wanted to watch that TV show or whatever, we can't watch it till we have a bath first, you know? Or like, oh, you want a sucker? I want a sucker. Okay, if you want a sucker, you have to eat your carrots first. You have to eat 3 carrots, then you can have a sucker. Okay, suddenly she's eating her carrots. So she just needs you to explain to her action, reaction. I'm just saying what works with my kid. I'm not saying that works with every strong-willed kid, but that's how my little girl, she wants to be given the respect to make her own choice, but you can convince her to make the choice that's your choice, you know, like, but my Esther, she loves dressing herself and she has her own style. And if you tell her to wear something different, you're going to have to really convince her why she needs to change her clothes, because she was really wanting to wear her rainbow shirt with her rainbow pants with her rainbow shoes. And even though those rainbow shoes are too small for her and she has new shoes, she's upset that you're going to force her to wear other shoes. So sometimes we just make a compromise and say, you know what? If you want to wear rainbow shoes, it's okay. Okay, I thought they were fighting, but they're actually playing a game. My son likes throwing things on the floor. I might clean up a mess in a minute. That's okay. So Teacher Kelly said my daughter is very strong-willed. There's good things about being strong-willed. Nobody's going to push her around, you know. Nikki. Hi, Nikki. She says, my 3-year-old is showing signs of anxiety too. Hopefully it's just a 3-year-old thing. Hopefully when they're 5, they won't be like that, you know? I mean, if we can teach them to calm down, like Daniel Tiger songs, like when you feel so mad that you want to roar, take a deep breath and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, Daniel Tiger. Check out Daniel Tiger. He's got songs for stop. It's okay to feel angry, but it's not not okay to hurt someone. So teaching your kids, it's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to feel angry. It's not okay to hit someone when you're feeling angry. That's a good reminder to mommy too. We don't need to act out when we feel angry. We can count and breathe. Thank you, Daniel Tiger. Not that I would hit my kids, but, just a reminder. Love Daniel Tiger. We are watching Daniel Tiger right now. Oh, my goodness. We love Daniel Tiger. He also helped us with potty training. If you have to go potty, stop and go right away. Flushed and washed and be on your way. I'm just waiting for the number of people in the live to go down because I just got corny with Daniel Tiger songs. But I love that Daniel Tiger, it also gives good examples of how to parent when your kids are misbehaving. Like the parent will come in the room and say, uh-oh, I hear loud voices. How can we calm down? How can I help you? That's pretty cool thing to say. So yeah, Nikki said, my 3-year-old is showing signs of anxiety too. Also, the one thing I tell her to do is slow down, smell the flowers, blow out the birthday candles, breathing in and out. It definitely helps her. I love that. Letting her play after throwing a fit. I think she will outgrow it though. But could you have pulled over? I could have pulled over the car when I was driving, but there was nothing. I was just trying to get to our destination. But I was sort of in the middle of a busy street that didn't have anywhere I could pull over, but I could have maybe found somewhere. But I just decided where I was going to go, and I didn't use the GPS, and I just quickly took them to a nearby Burger King that had a play area and just let them play while I took a breather. So we sort of pulled over. We went somewhere nearby. So yeah, I let her play after throwing a fit. Yep. I mean, I kind of had no other choice. Yeah. Nikki, breathing is number 1. I like the smell the flowers. Yeah. My daughter is strong-willed and has a chronic illness. It's not a good combination. I've done that, Danny, and you never get anywhere. Climbs on everything, LOL. Sounds like my little boy when he was little. Oh my goodness, my little boy climbs on the toddler table and plays with the light switch when I'm in the kitchen trying to do dishes or cook. He's like turning the lights off on me. I'm like, okay, Joshua, can we have a different activity? Because I need to see. Wow, you have your hands full. Yeah. I mean, every time I go to the grocery store, I keep a tally of how many people tell me my hands are full. Also, try to direct her attention to something else. For example, if you're driving, you could look at trees, look at clouds, etc., etc. It may or may not work, but it's worth a try. Okay, so with my Deborah, once she has decided that she's going to have a full-blown tantrum, there's nothing, trust me, I know, there's nothing you could do or say to calm her down. Until she just gets to the point where she calms herself down, or you move on to something different. But saying, hey, look at the trees, she would not know. The more you talk to her, the worse it gets, actually. But my husband's trying to call me. I'm going to call him back in a minute. But yeah, but that's just how my Deborah is. Other kids that probably would work wonders for. Also try to direct her. Yeah. Okay. There is some tire goo you can use to fix the tire. Oh, because I was talking about the tire. The tire goo. That's a good idea. Oh, thank you for saying that. I will buy that. That's a good idea. The goo you just blow in the tire. That would be perfect. Oh my goodness. I'm going to get some of that for fixing the tire. Yeah. Oh yeah, been there. Daughter used to throw the worst fits at 2 and 3. I feel like my Deborah in some ways has improved a lot from 2 to 3. Because when she was 2, there was no speaking logic to her. It was just, and she didn't speak in full sentences, so she would just throw tantrums, but illogical ones. And it would just be like, honey, you're hangry. Like, you're tired. You just need a nap. You just need some food. Like, chill, kid. But now that she's older, it's more for like other reasons. And you can speak logic to her at the beginning stages of the tantrum. But once she gets deep into it, she's got to ride it out. It's like a passing storm cloud, because then she'll just stand up and be like, okay, I'm done throwing a fit. Okay. So yeah, I should get that tire glue. We are watching Daniel Tiger right now. I don't sing. I hope that doesn't hurt me in level 1. You can lip sync. Did you just get, Teacher Kelly, did you just get the level 1 tag? The great thing is you push a button and they play the song. So you could just like move to the music. Nothing you can do when you get to that point. Yeah, it really, with my kiddo at least, when she gets in that tunnel vision of I am having this tantrum and I've already forgotten the reason why it started, you just got to wait it out. I have to get going, friend. Bye, Danny. Yeah, it's been long. My husband's been trying to call me, so my kiddos need me downstairs, and I'm going to eat some breakfast with them. So yeah, this is my new routine on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9:30 a.m. Once again, this is my Usborne Books link and my referral code. Okay? All right. I'll hold that up for a minute. Thanks so much, guys. Bye. Have a great day. Bye-bye. See you Tuesday.